Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. Okay, we're diving straight into a really fascinating medical mystery today. We are looking at a biological connection that might actually completely change how we think about protecting women's health. We're talking about a super complex, incredibly common uterine condition and how it connects to a surprisingly simple, everyday vitamin. Right? What on earth does the sun have to do with your uterus? It honestly sounds like a trick question. But I really want you to keep this mystery in the back of your mind as we go through this today. We're going to uncover exactly how a nutrient, one that your body literally makes from sunlight, interacts with the deep, deep cellular mechanics of the human body. Section 1. The suspect. Uterine fibroids. So let's look at the actual definition here. Fibroids are non-cancerous growths made of muscle and fibrous tissue. And I really want to emphasize that non-cancerous part right out of the gate. Some of these are as tiny as a little apple seed, others can get a lot bigger, but the absolute crucial takeaway to ease your mind right now is that these are benign, they are not cancer. Huge sigh of relief, right? And get this, they are wildly common. That 30 to 50, that represents the prime age range when these things typically show up. A woman's childbearing years, a lot of women will develop them during this time. Sometimes it's just one, sometimes it's a bunch. Honestly, they're so incredibly common that many women have them and literally never even know it. But for those who do experience symptoms, it's no walk in the park. Depending on where this fibroid decides to set up camp, we're looking at things like super heavy menstrual bleeding or intense pelvic pain. Maybe you're running to the bathroom constantly because it's pressing right on your bladder. It can cause lower back pain, constipation, and sometimes even trouble getting pregnant. So while they aren't cancer, they can absolutely hijack a person's quality of life. Section 2. The biology. How it works. Okay, so here's the profound biological irony of the whole thing. The exact same hormones designed to prep the female body for pregnancy, estrogen and progesterone, are basically the fuel that inadvertently feeds these fibroids. They're telling the uterus to grow and get ready, but sometimes those instructions get a little crossed, and they end up telling these fibrous cells to multiply out of control instead. And boom, enter our sunshine vitamin. Think of vitamin D as a master cellular manager. Research is showing it literally acts like a shield. It steps in to slow down that abnormal cell growth. It turns down the dial on inflammation. It helps keep those very hormones we just talked about in check. And it just supports healthy tissue overall. It's like a traffic cop for your cells, potentially putting the brakes on fibroid growth. It is such a thrilling area of medical research right now. Section 3. The reality check. Myths and facts. All right, let's clear some things up right away. Myth. Vitamin D is a magic cure for fibroids. Fact, it's not. I mean, we'd love it to be, but while scientists know low levels might bump up your risk, you can't just pop a supplement and expect an instant fix. It's a supportive tool. It's about bolstering your body's natural defense system, not a magic bullet. Next up, and we touched on this, but it is 100% worth repeating because it causes so much panic. Myth. Fibroids are cancer. Fact, most are absolutely not. When a doctor says the word tumor or growth, our brains immediately jump to the absolute worst case scenario. But remember our definition from earlier. We are dealing with benign muscular growths. And because they aren't cancer, that leads us straight into our third major myth, the assumption that every single fibroid diagnosis means you're going under the knife. The actual fact, so many women literally never need surgery. If we actually look at the evidence-based treatments out there, there's a whole menu of options. Honestly, sometimes doctors just say, let's keep an eye on it. That's the monitoring phase. Other times it might be targeted medicines to shrink them, or really cool minimally invasive procedures. Surgery is an option, for sure, but it's completely tailored to you, your age, your symptoms, and your plans for family. But here is the absolute most important takeaway today. Do not guess. Please don't just run to the pharmacy and start taking massive amounts of vitamin D because you think you might have fibroids. Too much of it can actually be toxic for your body. Talk to your doctor. A super simple blood test tells you exactly where your levels are at, and from there, you and your doc can build a really smart, data-driven plan. Section 4. The action plan. Empowering your daily health. So what can we actually do? Well, it starts with stepping outside. Getting 10 to 30 minutes of safe, gentle sunlight a few days a week is the absolute best, most natural way to get your body making vitamin D. It depends on where you live and your skin type, of course, but it's nature's perfect system. Just remember, safe is the key word. Don't go getting a sunburn. Protect that skin. Now, if you live somewhere gloomy or it's the middle of winter, you can totally get it from your plate too. Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and tuna are amazing sources. Egg yolks, fortified milks, fortified cereals. Oh, and this is wild, even mushrooms that have been exposed to sunlight. Eating well is just a fantastic way to support your cellular defenses every single day. But you know, vitamin D doesn't work in a vacuum. It works best as part of a holistic lifestyle. The basics really matter here. We're talking regular exercise, getting those fruits and veggies in, drinking your water, keeping a healthy weight, sleeping well, and actually going to your doctor checkups. It's the whole shebang. All these little things stack up to keep your hormones balanced and drastically improve how you feel every day. We've covered some seriously fascinating ground today, from the weird biology of fibroids to the sheer protective power of the sunshine vitamin. But as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with this. Knowledge really is your best medicine. When you know how your body works, you hold the power to protect it. So, looking at the science we just unpacked, what healthy choice are you going to make today?